Hello, everyone. This is Cassandra Williamson with The Path Forward, and we have something to talk about that absolutely pisses me off. Today or yesterday, I don't know exactly which day it was, but Secretary of the War Department, using the new name that was just authorized today, fired a highly qualified Navy surgeon. Fired a highly qualified Navy surgeon in a post on Twitter that said, she, her, fired. Janelle Mara, a surgeon, been serving in this capacity with the Marines as their surgical in that capacity with the Marine Corps. Fired. She was a Navy commander, and Pete Hegseth fired her because libs of TikTok pointed her out as being another DEI person, a person who had pronouns in her biography, who was actually in her little profile and said in the profile she was listed as a deputy director of transgender healthcare in the military through the Department of the Defense Health Agency. And I'm going to tell you something. There is no reason to fire Janelle. None. Highly qualified, highly skilled, very knowledgeable, one of the best. And the only reason that she was fired is because she had she, her, hers in her biography. And she was taking care of transgender people within the military. Yes, she's trans also, but she is also a doctor, a surgeon, qualified and certified. So why fire her? There's only one reason to. And that reason is bigoted stupidity. I've been trying to tell people this for a while now. The Secretary of Defense takes his orders from the libs of TikTok profiles, wherever they might be, and they've got somebody else in their crosshairs too. But Janelle is a friend of mine. Fired. Making a joke out of it on Twitter. Saying she, her, fired. That's her new pronouns. Why? Can anybody explain that to me? Can anyone explain that to me in a rational way that makes fucking sense? You can't. There's no justification for it. None. It's not about merit or anything like that. Promoting based on merit within the military or advancing people because of it. No, that's a smokescreen, people. These people have one goal in mind: to get rid of people they don't like because they don't look like them, they don't think like them, they don't believe like them. This is an ideological purging of the military and the whole of the federal government based on an ideology that is baseless and just out of the pit of hell. Other friends of mine, highly qualified people I know and have met and had dinner with and sit at the table with and had conversations with, fired because of the ignorance of Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump and the Heritage Foundation. Let me just throw that out there too. Their religious ideology is full of crap. Bree Fram, Colonel, United States Air Force and the United States Space Force, a space scientist, a colonel, 23 plus years in the military, served with great distinction. Fired because, it makes the Secretary of Defense feel a certain way. And maybe it's because he has a fetish for trans people and he just wants to get himself separated from them or something so he doesn't have to deal with it. Whatever it is, They need to crawl back under their damn rock and hide. They're the problem. And we're letting it happen. Why are we not fighting back against all this stuff? Where is the media, left or right, even talking to these people and finding out what their lives are like? Why are the liberals over on the left side and the center left people and the center right people? Why are you allowing this to happen? You know it's wrong. Bree's a tremendously awesome person. Phew. Yeah, I'm pissed about it. I'm pissed about this stuff. They've got somebody else. Libs of TikTok has been waging a war on DEI people. Anyone that has to do with DEI. Right now, they've also drawn attention to this person. Let me just go ahead and put this up here and put this share screen. I don't know this person. This person isn't, as far as I know, they're not in the LGBTQ plus community, but they've been a supporter and defender for all of us. I don't know this person though, but I'm going to share a screen because I want you to know where the libs of TikTok's headed next after they got rid of Janelle Mara, Dr. Mara. Let me increase the size of this just a little bit. Libs of TikTok, urgent. This was 4 hours ago today, folks. General Kenneth Wilsbach is reportedly a top contender for a promotion to Chief of Staff of the Air Force. He appears to be obsessed with DEI and pride. He's a respecter of human beings, you assholes. Wilsbach is the current commander, Air Combat Command for Joint Base Langley in Eustis, Virginia. In other words, where the CIA is located. All right. He has admitted. Okay. So this is his little stuff that they put together. He respects other human beings, and you, the libs of TikTok, whatever the fuck your name is, Chaya Rychak or whatever, you are a dumbass bitch. Can I say that out loud? Because I'm just pissed at you. I'm pissed at people letting this happen. That's Janelle Mara on your screen right now. Janelle Mara, doctor, commander, United States Navy, fired by Pete Hegseth with a Twitter thing that says she, her fired, as if it's some joke. If you are a veteran, if you are active duty military, if you're a veteran and you are not serving for all Americans, get the hell out of the military. Stop calling yourself a veteran of this country. You don't deserve it. You still whoever you might be, if you're listening in, wherever you are, put a comment over there, because I'm going to tell you something. If you are a veteran and you do not respect the fact that you have served for all Americans, regardless of whether you agree with them or not, you need to just get out of the way, because you are definitely a problem. You're not living up to you're not living up to your oath. You are not living up to your oath. Your honor has been subjugated by the stupidity of this administration and Hegseth. There are so many highly qualified people who have been kicked out of the military just because Hegseth feels like he may get a hard on or something because of them. Yeah, I'm pissed about this. Janelle's a great person. She's an awesome surgeon. She's an awesome medical director. Fired by this dumbass Hegseth. Oh my God, yes, it pisses me off. No reason, except for his bigotry foolishness. Underpinned by Kevin Roberts of the Heritage Foundation, underpinned by Doug Wilson of that freaking idiotic church of his. His theology is baseless. It's not theology, it's misogyny. It's power over women, not based in anything Christ would have said. It's ignorance. And we've got to stop it. Now, look, I want to make it very clear. I am not calling for violence from anyone in this community toward anybody else in this country. Make it very clear. Yes, this is a righteously angry person you're looking at right now. But if you commit an act of violence, I will not defend you. You will not find your name as someone I will defend. I don't care if you're trans or bi or gay or lesbian or drag queen or whatever. If you commit an act of violence, if you throw rocks at ICE vehicles, if you go out and do something stupid, illegal, and I know who you are, or at least I find out that you're trans or you're gay or you're lesbian, I will not defend you. Now, there's some things this administration is doing that I agree with. Look, the world is not black and white. It's gray. I fully agree with the idea that, with the fact that Trump ordered the Department of Defense to sink that darn boat coming from Venezuela. Those drugs have killed more Americans than just about any war we've had, except possibly for the Civil War. So I'm all for taking all of them out. Absolutely. A due process? No. The president has the right to do this. Presidents have done this kind of thing, extrajudicial killings around the world, because the target was a threat. And these narco terrorists are a threat. Trans Americans are not. But we have people over on Twitter and on the blogosphere and on Fox who are applauding these actions of attacking highly qualified Americans who have devoted their lives, their livelihoods, their families to serving this nation. I'm going to have to go and come back tomorrow.